Hi guys, it's Lita. So I want to do my monthly faves for you guys. These are faves for the month of February. So I've got a decent amount of stuff. So let's just go ahead and get into the faves. So my first favorite is something that I just tried out but I've had forever, and I don't think you can buy this anymore because I looked and I didn't see it, but it is this Sally Hansen magnetic nail color. And basically it's just regular nail polish, but it has my magnetic
Why are you the way that you are?
Magnetic particles in it.
Fucking magnets, how do they work? Fucking magnets, how do they work?
So it has this little magnet at the top which you take off of the actual lid, and then you hold it on your nail like this, and it's supposed to give you different textures depending on the way that you hold it. And this is the hand that came out the best. It needs a top coat. It's definitely top coat polish, but I think the effect is really cool. I hope you guys can see that. But I like it because it's easy. You know, you put it on, you hold this down, and it looks like you have texture on your nail rather than it being like pale or plain, and it's minimal effort, so it's really cool. But I don't think you can buy this anymore. I think it's done because I had that bottle is so old. So the next thing is a tattoo shop that I went to. I got a tattoo on Valentine's Day, and I am gonna make a video about it. It's still kind of gross right now, so I'm gonna I can show you it right here, but it's this little guy, and I'll try and get a better picture of it, but he's still a little scabby. This part right here didn't hurt as much as my coffin tattoo did, which I would say this is kind of minimal, but obviously I didn't get it filled in. I'm kind of trying to go for a like black line work theme, and yeah, I got it done at the Brass Quill. They don't have an Instagram per se, but they do have a website, and I will link that down below so you can check that out. The good thing about it, not really a concern for me, but if other people are vegans, this is a vegan tattoo shop, so they use vegan inks and everything, so I think that's pretty cool. And they gave me a sticker for free. I'm really happy that I had the time to make it down there because that day was stressful, and there's going to be a vlog about it. So, and then the next two things that I'm going to talk about are podcasts. So the first one is called Monstro, and it is by the guy that runs Sword and Scale, which I know not everybody's a fan of, but whatever, this is a good podcast. And I can't remember the other guy that is also narrating it, but they're doing different killers that I've never heard of, and it's like more disturbing because it's a story, it's a narration, and I just think it's really good. If you guys like true crime and Sword and Scale, I would check it out because I really like it, and I will link that down below. The other one is called Monster ATL, so it's specifically about, and it's a whole series about the child killings that happened in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'd never known anything about that. But if you guys are familiar with the phrase, it's 10 p.m., do you know where your children are? It stemmed from the child killings that happened in Atlanta during the 80s, and it's just it's so crazy. If you guys are into a rabbit hole kind of podcast, I would definitely recommend that, because it just the whole story like completely unwinds, and there's so many twists and turns, and it's a really good listen. I haven't listened to the other ones that particular podcast puts on. It's called Monster, but then they have different sections. Excuse you, phone. We've been having really like weird weather, so that's yet another tornado warning. So I will also link that podcast down below. And the next thing that is a favorite for the month of February is going to be the AntiMLN subreddit. And MLNs, if you guys don't know, are level network, so actually it runs the gamut. There's a lot more companies that are MLNs than you would think. But basically, it's a collaboration of posts that people have put up on Reddit or just found of them dealing with MLNs, which a lot of the people that are MLNs can sometimes be pushy about selling to you or getting you on their team or whatever. I just think it's funny, some of the stuff that they post, that MLNs have got their employees, because they are employees, let's be real, selling, you know, and posting. It's crazy, it really is. Some of the marketing tactics that they have are unfriggin' real. So the next favorite for February are a couple movies that I watched in February, and the first one is Overlord. Now, I tried to watch this when it first came out, but it was a horrible cam version, like, and my boyfriend was kind of interested in it, but then, like, I think we both started falling asleep, just because tired, just straight up tired. The movie's really, really good. I would definitely recommend it. So it's a war horror movie, and I really enjoyed it. I can read you guys a synopsis. So, on the eve of D-Day, American paratroopers drop behind enemy lines to penetrate the walls of a fortified church and destroy a radio transmitter. As the soldiers approach their target, they soon begin to realize that there is more going on in the Nazi-occupied village than a simple military operation. I think it's really good. The just what's going on in the church, that the Nazis have, like, kind of like secret experiments or whatever going on. I think that's really cool. There's definitely some oh shit moments in this movie, and I like the visuals. I think it's visually, I wouldn't say pretty, but like it's visually appealing. I just like the way they have some of the way the film looks, just the way they like gradiated the film, and some parts of it sort of have an illustrative quality but not like cartoony. I don't know if I'm like explaining that right, but I thought it was really good. So if you like don't mind like war movies and you like gore, I would check it out. So the next favorite is the movie The Grave Dancers. Now, this was recommended on Amy's autopsy report. She is doing like hidden gems or underrated gem movies, and two of them that she talked about I completely agree, so I figured I would give Grave Dancers a shot. Was totally not disappointed. I think it's a really good movie. It has excellent special effects. I like a lot of the dead people that they have in that movie. I think they did a lot of those really, really well. And I can read the synopsis for you guys for this movie. I think you should definitely check it out. So it's after the funeral, several college students reunite in a cemetery and reminisce about the former life of the deceased. And the celebration starts to go too far when they get drunk and begin dancing on the graves. As a result, each of them becomes haunted by malevolent spirits. So I think it's a really good movie, and if you like paranormal hauntings, totally up your alley. There's definitely some really, really creepy, suspenseful scenes, and I think you guys should definitely check it out. And thank you so much, Amy, for recommending this. Definitely check out her hidden gem videos, dude. She's doing a lot of really underrated movies. And then the last favorite I'm going to talk about is a documentary, and it's called A Savage Peace, and it's kind of shows you after East Germany was not over World War II, but it was like over kind of what German people went through after that. It's crazy. Like it was just basically like a free-for-all on them because of what Adolf Hitler was doing. So if you like war documentaries, like I said, or war movies, then this would be right up your alley. And it is a documentary. Most of it is in black and white, so the initial release was 2015, but obviously for World War II footage is mostly going to be in black and white. But I think it's just interesting to watch. I like war documentaries and such, so I figured I would just pass that along to you guys. And then I got one more thing for you guys. So I generally use magnetic lashes just because I had issues with the glue, but I did find these e.l.f. lashes that are actually pretty comfortable even with the eyelash glue. They're easy to get on, they're easy to take off. I've worn them a couple times and they don't bother my eyes, so this is definitely a favorite. I got the Winged and Bold because I feel like if I'm going to go through the effort of putting fake lashes on, they need to look noticeable. So yeah, if you guys are looking for fake lashes that are comfortable, I would definitely try the e.l.f. Luxe Lash Kit out. They're very good. They don't look cheap either. So, and yeah, that's gonna be my favorites for the month of February. Comment down below if you have any questions about any of the products or any of the other things I mentioned in this video. Just put them in the comments down below. I will link everything that I talked about in the description if I can. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on other social media. My links will be posted in the description box down below. Hit that notification bell so you guys know when I upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Water, fire, air, and dirt. Fucking magnets, how do they work? Fucking magnets, how do they work?